What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Rico, along with my big little cousin G Baby and my man's Raul, the zookeeper, and we are the Friendly Fire Podcast, the hottest podcast on either side of the Mississippi. Episode 8.
Let's go.
Wellness check, fellas.
Zach
How we
Levine.
doing today? Zach Levine, Kobe. How y'all doing today, fellas?
I'm doing decent, pretty good. Can't complain.
I'm great. I'm great.
You good?
I'm not always when you're called, but I'm always on time.
Church mother.
Fashionably late. That's all.
Fashionably late. See you rocking your Packers gear, you know,
I
praying to the guys that Aaron Rodgers don't leave, yo.
I am. Every day.
He's got a Packers shirt and a White Sox hat.
Yeah, he just, you know, the White Sox look. I remember I asked him, like, hey, how y'all White Sox doing? He's like, I have no idea.
I don't watch baseball. One day y'all see me with the White Sox on. Next week you might see me with the Cubs hats on. I have both gears on.
He said he looked good regardless. That's all that matters.
I don't watch baseball.
But per usual, we're going to start off with our question of the day. Okay, so Tupac, for whatever reason, hops in your car and tells you to play the best artist or album. We'll do both. The best artist and album since he was killed. Raul, you going to say Kanye. You're going to probably say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Whoa.
Am I wrong?
You're right.
Go ahead and just go ahead and just plead your case for Kanye and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Well, first off, it's not only me. Billboard named Kanye the best influential artist of all time. Not all time, but the 2010s. I should
the
say.
The 2000s or the 2010s?
2010s.
That makes more sense because he definitely wasn't.
Or actually,
I don't know,
kind of
man.
like in between-ish. I think you could do both, 2 decades.
It's weird though because he started got
Early
big in like what?
04.
04.
Ah, yeah.
So he drop out. But then like the
he
album.
He really took off though.
Because
Like
he got the 3 solid straight.
Yeah.
When was the last of that graduation series?
Oh, that was like 08, 09.
Oh dang. So
That
yeah.
was 07.
Was it
Look
07?
at me.
He's right. He's right.
He got upset. He knew it. He thought that was 08. That
My
was
bad.
07. You peasant.
Yeah, because it's 08 is when he dropped the 808s.
Oh
Okay.
dang.
So
That was right
Damn, that
after his
was
mom's
08?
passed,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I was
Okay.
in high school when that came out.
Sheesh. Okay, so Kanye, My Beautiful. All right, so why specifically My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
it's probably one of the greatest albums of all time.
I do
Front to
agree.
back,
It's a great album.
Mm-hmm.
top to bottom.
Okay.
Every single. There's at least 6 certified smashes that were like top of the charts.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Pac would have liked Kanye?
Yeah.
You think so?
You would have liked 04 or 05 Kanye because, Kanye was doing his thing. He was wearing pink when people thought it wasn't cool, except Cameron. He spoke his mind because he did the whole George Bush thing in 06.
Yeah.
When was
Kareem?
05. 05.
Yeah.
So he did the whole
He
George
would've liked
Bush
that about
thing
him,
then.
Yeah.
He would have liked him slandering Miss Taylor Swift.
He would have, bro.
He would have loved
He would have
that.
slandered Miss Taylor
He would have
Swift.
did it with him. Like, matter of fact, Kanye, bring me up there with you. I got something to say.
Facts. So,
Yeah.
I think Kanye would have been his cup of tea. That and like 50 Cent. I think 50 Cent he would have fucked with.
I definitely
50 Cent.
think he would have fucked with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
He would have fucked with 50
What did he
Cent.
have though? Because he was kind of anti-New York.
But that
That was anti-Biggie.
Yeah.
It wasn't
But
anti-New
he
York.
put them all in like one
That's because
box.
didn't nobody say nothing.
He was
Now
anti-Puff.
you talking to the Tupac expert
Okay.
now.
All right.
It's because it started off with Biggie, and then everybody else had to start opening their mouth with motherfuckers' opinion, as he said, and that's how it led to that.
Okay. All right.
So it wasn't really no beef with New York, but they opened their mouths.
They felt the need to speak.
Yeah.
G Baby, who are you playing? What album or what artist? Or both? What?
So first things first, I'm gonna be like, yo, Tupac, big fan. I knew you wasn't dead. So second, I don't know what I'm probably gonna throw in. It's probably gonna lean maybe heavy on Kendrick. I might do Section 80.
You do Section 80?
I'd probably do Section 80 because that sounds like Pac's first album.
Okay.
The Tupac Lives Now. So I'd be like, okay, this is probably some of the best I've probably heard. Not trying to shit on any other artists or anything,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't play him any Lil Wayne because I don't think it would click like that with him. And the Lil Wayne
I think Biggie would like Lil Wayne.
Biggie would.
probably more
Just 'cause of the
lyrical.
lyricism.
Yeah. So I would probably say Section 80's up there. Kanye's definitely not a bad choice. Drake, it's tough.
I feel like he would respect Drake's
His
uniqueness
poetry.
because you got to think
His little poetry.
Drake and Kanye, for like, even though we say one would beat the other, they were both unique to the rap game in their own way.
Yeah.
Like Drake, even though Drake wasn't the first rapper to sing, he was like one of the first that was like, I will do an entire singing song if I want to, type of thing. And then Kanye with his whole image and type stuff, and then his sound.
Remember, Kanye had us wearing those stupid shutter shade glasses.
Oh yes, and the double polo
Hey,
shirt.
Joe, I saw them shutter shades. I'm like, why?
I
Like,
couldn't even see out of them. I needed glasses and was wearing shutter shade glasses.
them hoes
Like,
did
what
more
the-
harm than good.
I couldn't
When
see
would you
shit.
ever need to wear them?
Never.
They don't do anything
Nothing
of
for
use.
you.
But I remember in 7th grade, we always were, no, it was like 6th grade actually, but we
Yeah.
was all rocking.
Folks
them
was
shits.
that, yeah.
And had a Jabberwockies t-shirt.
So you saying
I think I don't know too. I might say Eminem because that Marshall Mathers, like that was a tough album.
yeah.
And I think Pac would have liked him just off the energy and
He
the
would-
rap. Like he was rapping.
He would have liked him off the strength of him being with Dre too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they wasn't really
he
the
didn't
coolest
fuck
at that
with Dre.
point when Drake left.
Oh,
When Dre
yeah,
left.
True.
But I think I don't know M50. It's a lot of people you can throw out there. Nobody probably from the 2010s.
Turn on the ring light first, please. Thank you. Yeah, it's just the bottom.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's a good question.
The switch is right there. Yeah.
Or I might just go ahead and say like, "Hey, Pac, nothing good came out since you
Since you
passed,
died."
so I'm gonna just play Machiavelli again." That's what we gonna do.
I think Kendrick is definitely a good that's definitely a good one. I would say he was. It's weird though because it's like I don't think Kendrick is the best artist since Pac
He's
died.
probably dropped the best
But
album.
I think I think me personally, To Pimp a Butterfly would be right up Pac's alley.
Yeah.
But I think if it was like okay, play the best album, I would say To Pimp a Butterfly. If he was like who's the best artist, it's honestly between like Drake or Kanye, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because of overall creativity and the fact that they kind of morphed with the times with like changing their sound. So it's like it's tough. But I think the best album would be To Pimp a Butterfly personally. Because I was going to initially say Outkast, but I feel like Pac wouldn't mess with Outkast or something. I don't know why. I feel like he wouldn't mess with Outkast.
Yeah.
They were
They were
all right. I mean, he didn't really have no
'cause they
beef
were-
down south.
Because they were at the Source
They were
Awards.
that's why I didn't say them at first because they got booed because this is
Yeah.
right after the whole thing between Death Row and Snoop and when
Yeah.
Snoop was, y'all got no love for us and all that type of stuff. So I don't
They
know.
didn't.
Yeah, true.
The Source Awards was like the wildest fucking award show.
yeah, like that's like
Everybody was getting beat up
yeah.
there.
Like, I didn't even know that Outkast was at that specific award show.
Yeah,
I thought
bro.
they had got booed at another one.
No,
was
they
like,
was there.
This was
Down.
right after like
because they got the best.
Everybody came in with like 40 deep and
Yeah,
shit. You
they-
know how the Grammys are like you get 2 seats and that's
Yeah.
it.
No,
They was like all of Death Row's
They
coming.
started that.
all the Bad Boys
Yeah,
coming.
because I remember Bernie Mac had a like a speech he was presenting or something. He was like, "Look, I'm tired of you rappers coming up here with your entire family. Get up here with 1 or 2 people. Thank your mama, thank the label, thank God, and get off." Like, so, but yeah, I think I would personally say To Pimp a Butterfly would be the best album.
But I say Section 80 because To Pimp a Butterfly was too, I wouldn't say too revolutionary, but it wasn't how like Pac came off with his revolutionary. Like if you listen to Tupacalypse now, that's probably his most like and Section 80, you know, you got the comparisons with Brenda's Got a Baby and Keisha's song.
Yeah.
You know, there's comparisons there. You got Section 80 and Violent. You have a lot of
But
comparisons.
I feel like Pac wouldn't want something that was almost a carbon, not
But not a
disrespect,
carbon
but
copy.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like he wouldn't want something that's like a direct ode to him. I think he would love to see like the revolution like evolve, and I think To Pimp a Butterfly is like that the revolution he started like through music. I think that's the evolution of that. That's like
I can see that too.
Like the more or less final product of people following that revolutionary.
But it just seems so like, because I can't see Pac getting behind like a These Walls or like an I.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was real like self, like
Reflective,
you know, it was self-reflective instead of like Pac was just telling you like, yo, we need to do better.
Yeah.
Excuse the screaming
Hey,
upstairs.
his nephew just took off. I got scared. So
we have a live view of a chase scene.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Your nephew just and just took off. But leave a comment. Who you guys think would be the best artist or album?
Yeah. And why is it Kanye?
It may or may not be Kanye. So.
Feedback is always welcome.
Yeah.
I think you would have liked 808s too.
Matter of fact, call into the show. Hold on, I'm getting. Yo, what's up, 50 Cent?
Oh, speaking of 50.
I hear you.
Oh, no, we got to talk about this.
It's on the
docket.
Transition. Mr.
So
Ricardo.
So man to my right, Ricardo shot 2 full seasons of Power with 50 Cent. The other day downtown, I shit you not.
Yeah, man.
I shit you not. Shout out my boy Rico. 2 full seasons.
Yes.
I think of the Tommy Show.
50 Cent. Ferrari F50.
Did not once mentioned the Friendly Fire podcast.
didn't.
And we over here begging y'all for some support.
This man got 50.
And to make it even worse, my man's Rico, same man to my right here, won the Mark Twain Award for comedy this week when his viral tweet got 100 million views and likes and reactions. Not once did he say, "Hey, thanks for the," and his Friendly Fire.
He plugged himself.
I plugged myself and I plugged the podcast.
He said, "If y'all want to go through Friendly Fire, you got to go through me."
Oh my god. Okay.
He did, bro.
What happened was that 50 Cent came into the store that I work at that will remain nameless for some workout equipment, okay? He came in there for some clothes. He didn't want nobody talking to him.
Y'all have triple XL tight?
I think he came in for like some pre-workout or something. I don't know. But it was funny though because I was on lunch and he came in. One of my like little homies was like, bro, 50 Cent is here. I'm like, nigga, stop lying. 50 Cent ain't here. He was like, bro, I promise you 50 Cent is here. I'm like, merch that 50 Cent is here. He's like, bro, I would recognize 50 anywhere. So I'm like, bro, if I come off my lunch and this nigga not here, we gonna box. I come to the to the main clothing area. Sure enough, I see a freaking New York Yankees hat kind of walking around. I'm like, dang, like that dude, he kind of big. I'm like, I didn't realize 50 is like a legit 6'3".
Yeah, Rico,
dude, man,
like
huge.
that dude is huge.
He was beefing with fucking the game.
Yeah,
the game's like 6'6".
I'm like, okay, nah, this dude is huge, but he don't nobody talking to him. He like, bro, like my coworker tried to ask for a picture. He was like, nah. There's a potential reason why he may not want people's attention.
He's coming back on Power. He's alive.
Yeah,
so Rico threw on his best James St. Patrick impersonation.
But I think he's the Book of Canaan or whatever. I think he's being shot in Chicago.
It's the Tommy one.
Is it Tommy's?
It's the
Tommy because Tommy's from Chicago.
It's his car has been seen a lot like down. Yeah.
Okay, so that's being shot too. That's pretty cool. Yes, I also did go viral on Twitter for a post. It was a mother. She was describing like how she found out her daughter was blind, and meanwhile in the background her daughter is going back and forth on this rocking chair with like the force of Zeus. And so I tweeted something that took off that I was not expecting to take off, and I plugged my video
in lowercase font.
I also plugged the Friendly Fire podcast. I refuse to hear any slander about me not loving this pod. That's how I'm not doing that.
I saw in the description he said, if any podcast need a host, holla at me.
Facts. That same day.
I sent it immediately to Joe Budden like, hey, so I see you having some dissension between your co-anchors and whatnot.
Man, he been getting all type of calls. He got this Spotify envelope. He won't even let us see what's in it. Yeah, there's no contract. It looked like it's a lot of contracts in there.
It's plural. I had to look over and make sure my team was gonna be protected.
But
they were trying to pay us in Bitcoin. I don't know about y'all. I like my money in cash.
And Doge to the moon. Let's get it there.
Doge to the moon. Elon Musk is going on SNL.
Yeah. Oh, so Doge to the moon.
All he gotta say is, as soon as they found out that he was going on, the Doge took right back on.
Yeah.
So.
But before we get off, make sure you check out Rico and Tommy season Power Book 5 or whatever it is. Check him out.
You know what's so wild though? I was actually supposed to be
in Power, and the Judas and the Black Messiah.
Speaking of which, shout out to Daniel Kaluuya for winning Best Supporting Actor, and shout out to her for winning Best Original Song for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Already Hollywood, giving shout out. They ain't gonna hear this.
You got a ticket to the Oscars? Who you sitting next to?
Angela Bassett.
You said Angela Bassett.
But no, we got to talk about the Oscars real quick though, and me and G Baby had a beef about how stuff is being distributed in regards to awards.
Talk to him.
How do you put both Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield up for Best Supporting Actor? In my opinion, and you guys are free to disagree, Lakeith Stanfield was clearly the leading actor in the movie. Daniel Kaluuya was the supporting actor, which he deservedly won Best Supporting Actor. But you don't screw over Lakeith by not even giving him a chance to fight.
Yeah.
For Best Leading Actor. Even if he doesn't get it. They gave it to Anthony Hopkins. I don't know what movie Anthony Hopkins was in, but whatever. He got it.
It was called The Father, I think. I haven't seen anything about it.
All right.
So I guess he was a pretty damn good father.
The only part of the Oscars I watched was the red carpet when Zendaya walked.
Oh, yeah. He was going crazy on his socials.
He found 3 different ways to retweet it from the same account.
The same picture. I was like, damn.
We get it. All right, I'll see her again. But, yeah.
I had to retweet in Spanish, too.
But yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that how the Academy did that. That's petty to me.
It's a black movie, so you figured neither one of them had enough speaking roles in there because there was a lot going on in there, and it was almost a documentary.
I don't know if I
in
agree with
movie.
that though, because it's like clear unless they saying FBI was the main character, but I think they considered it an ensemble cast.
Do the science.
When there's technically no lead character.
Yeah.
But the title is Judas and the Black Messiah, with Lakeith playing the Judas in this situation.
Yeah.
You feel me? But apparently, this is what I heard. I don't even know if this is 100% true. But this is what I heard. Basically, excuse me. The production company submitted Daniel for the best supporting actor, and they submitted Lakeith apparently for lead. But Daniel got more votes to be considered the lead actor, and so
he lost out
so like he lost out for that. So they was like, well, we got to put them both in best supporting because they didn't consider Lakeith the lead role. I think that's a little shicey personally. I think Lakeith was clearly the lead. I'm not even saying that he would have won over Anthony Hopkins, but honestly, this was by and large going to be Daniel's award. Yeah. Like, Daniel wasn't going to lose that to anybody. I don't care who was up for it. This was Daniel's award to win.
Yeah. Right.
So, like, don't screw over Lakeith by putting him up against his boy in the same thing. You feel me? Like,
he's trying to start a beef, bro.
I don't know. I didn't like that. But, I mean, I'm happy that a black person won. I'm glad that her won best.
Who was beefing? Charlemagne was beefing. Was it with Lakeith?
Yeah, they got a.
They have like multiple videos.
He was trying to get one of the co-hosts. It wasn't Daniel, but he was trying to get someone from the Judas and Black Messiah like to shit on Lakeith.
Really?
And the dude was like, it was on the Breakfast Club, and he's like, nah, don't even try that, Charlemagne. They even told him straight up.
But it's literally only Charlemagne that has an issue with Lakeith Stanfield. Like, nobody else hates Lakeith. Like, literally.
He's weird, but I like how he acts.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a good actor.
Like, he's a good actor.
Like, that boy is an actor. Like, he's what they call like a chameleon. Like, he takes over.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, he takes over whatever role he goes into. But I mean, like I said, I didn't like how the Academy did that. But shout out to black people for winning awards and whatnot.
Shout out Jamie Foxx for Soul, even though he didn't directly win, but he was in the movie.
Yeah, it was weird. But
and the soundtrack he contributed to too.
Shout out to Zendaya for
I think he
walking
was
the
like
red
singing
carpet.
some of them songs.
Will you please?
Shout out Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney.
Shout out
shout out to her. I watched up to episode 3 and then I stopped watching.
It's not. I don't like it.
It's because the Euphoria. I stopped watching after episode 3, but I think it's mainly because I have to watch it on my phone because my TV is loud as hell.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
It's a whole bunch
be going crazy. And I was like, yo,
you got a lot of nerve doing this in my house.
I was like, what is going on?
But yeah,
I had to shut that down.
Two Distant Strangers won, I think, an Oscar for Best Short.
And that movie's been getting shitted on forever.
Like, it was weird though, because it's like it was a divide between people saying I would never watch another black trauma porn movie, or this is like a beautiful film, you guys should watch it. I was like, I'm not gonna watch it, but I guess shout out to black people for winning.
Hey, that's the guy that plays Inspector Deck.
So yeah, but oh shoot, what was I? Oh, speaking of Two Distant Strangers, I just found this out. Apparently, but it's like a lot of layers to this. So apparently, an Asian woman came up with the idea that Two Distant Strangers is based on. Is she had a YouTube short called Groundhog Day for a Black Man. Literally the same thing, or more or less. He gets pulled over and gets like shot in his car, and then it happens over and over and over again.
What the fuck?
Until what?
Listen.
Until he don't go out.
I don't know, but. So she was like saying that Netflix is petty for taking her idea and not giving her credit for it, and I think she wanted to sue or something like that. And then people was like, okay, yeah, Netflix is childish for taking credit, but like, why were you making this movie, Asian woman? And then like, why specifically did you feel the need to make a movie titled Groundhog Day for a Black Man? It was one of those things where it's like
couldn't just be Groundhog Day.
Like so, it was like, yeah, they took your credit, but why were you? You specifically making this movie. If we were gonna have black trauma submitted by anybody, at the very least, it should be black people. We don't want it, but if somebody gonna do it and make money off of it, I would much rather it be a black person than a non-black person. So why are you?
It's either Tyler Perry or nobody.
Honestly, at this point.
and then it's like, how do you do a Groundhog Day with police brutality? I mean, it's a stretch because
you try to the woke movement.
What was the movie? Like, he was trying to avoid getting shot.
Basically,
over and over again.
He got pulled over, and I didn't even watch her trailer, but she was like talking and like it was going on in the background. Yeah. So basically, from what I could see, he was in the car. He had got pulled over. Him and the cop was talking. I don't know if he reached for his license or what, but the cop pulled out and shot him. And he literally was just reliving that day over and over again.
What the fuck?
And she was like, I should be getting credit for this. I don't know who she was blaming specifically, but it was somebody before Netflix. She was saying, oh, they took my idea and they didn't give me credit for it. And then somebody was like,
I don't want credit for that.
yeah,
Like, what kind of that?
So somebody was like, I mean, we get it that it was childish, but like, you're not black. You shouldn't be.
Yeah. You shouldn't be fighting this hard for
Yeah,
it. Like, you did some fucked up shit yourself.
You should have sent this one to the grave. Like, just take it on the chin and keep moving.
Charge it to the game, as
honestly,
they say.
like, I don't know.
That's something you tell your grandkids, like, oh, I made that, and then they don't believe you, but that's about it.
But not to get into movie slander again. But like I was saying with the Black Groundhog Day, how do you do that? Because the Bill Murray Groundhog Day, it had a lot of pieces that had to be connected.
They personally feel Hollywood
but you can't.
feels,
But how many times are you gonna relive? Let me get in the car. License. Oh, boom. Okay, let me try it again. License. Oh, like how many times are you gonna do that?
For the license this way instead of
Maybe
this
maybe
way.
if I put it on the dashboard.
Maybe if I do some magic with this hand. Oh, like how many times are you gonna actually see that without it getting repaired? Like what? Yes, officer. No, officer.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
it's not gonna take me 100
It's like that
times.
trash Halloween birthday movie
Oh yeah,
that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, so like I don't know where her overall like what the whole plot was, but I know that's what was playing in the background was.
Sponsored by Gatorade.
No, it is not. We are not getting sued for that. But yeah, I don't know. But like overall, it's just like black folks can't get no other version of we can't even like. I'm tired of remakes personally, but remake that specific Groundhog Day with a black person.
with a black person.
Like if we gonna die consistently, let it be because of some wild stuff, not white people, not racism, like being the reason for our Groundhog. That's just like it's lame at this point, boy. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's like y'all can't out top y'all racistness. Like it's already been max level.
like
Oh no.
they gonna try.
They try.
They always try.
One thing they gonna do is Hollywood gonna try to find another way to capitalize off of black trauma. But yeah, I just want to see what y'all thought about that.
Slowly but surely, the interracial relationships are starting.
We're gonna make a movie, all three of us, where it's gonna be a Black Groundhog Day, but he's trying to get out of his white girlfriend's family dinner. And every time he has to keep eating this dry, unseasoned ass chicken. And every day he wakes up and she's, hey baby, and he's not again. And he's just got to stop trying to eat this dry ass chicken. Oh, I ate before. Something, but that's our movie.
I like that one. Actually. Yeah, you ain't gave the game away now.
But it's already trademarked.
The IP.
It's on paper.
Trademarked by FF Studios. But yeah, that was a strange turn of events on Twitter. Twitter just been kind of just on one. Speaking of which, the tweet of the day. You want to speak on that, G baby?
So, what was the tweet of the day?
Okay, I will pull it up.
We're prepared.
I was prepared. I didn't want to dominate the conversation.
Hey, I was just doing my docket sheets, number 8, now on sale.
But yeah, so basically this guy, I don't know what made him mad. I don't know if he had to work and he was mad that everybody else had to work. He said...
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
now.
go ahead now.
So this guy said on Twitter that we're too old. We're at the age where we're too old to be calling off of work because the weather's nice. And I disagree.
Look at me on a Sunday on a nice 81 degree. Look at me.
Y'all too grown to be calling out of work because the weather nice. That's what he said. And to that I say, what? You're a victim. You are a victim.
But hold on, because that's kind of like a special holiday. Because in school, it was like I'm not going to school on my birthday.
That was your thing. My parents was like, go.
No, I never went.
I would try to fake like I had the bubonic plague. Oh, Mom, I can't make it.
No, my mama wouldn't she wouldn't let me go, but if I asked her, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't make you go?
She wouldn't make me go.
Like when I got to high school, I would just be like, Mom, I'm not going today. And she'd be like, okay.
Oh, wow. I had Latino homies that would take Cinco de Mayo off in elementary school.
No.
Like I had like my best friend at the time.
In a school of 95% Mexicans.
Everybody just like, yeah.
Everybody doesn't show up. That wasn't going to fly.
The whole school just shuts down that day. It's just like they bankrupt off of one day.
Yeah, like I'm not going to work on my birthday unless that check is nice.
I feel that. But no,
I always work cost off.
We got to get out of this mindset. Bro, y'all.
It also depends on what hours you working.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm doing my 7 to 3, then okay, I'll go to work.
I can do
that.
that.
I'll do that. But I'm not gonna do no 11 to 7. No 12 to 8. Like no, that day is off.
Bro, think about when we all went to the beach that day.
That was
think
a nice
about
day.
how many niggas called off was like, bro, I'm just not going to work.
That was like 20 of us.
It was like 3 people from each department.
That was like 20 of us that didn't get called off that
I
day.
remember what's so funny is that we had.
I've been trying to convince people to do it since. We lost the real ones.
What's so funny is that I remember we had all talked. We was like, all right, we're gonna request this. We did it like 3 weeks in advance. We're gonna request this day off. We was like, all right, I requested it off. And then eventually what happened was that they was catching on that too many people was requesting it off.
They couldn't allow it.
Yeah, they was like, it was like 20, bro. It was like, what, 15 of us that went?
Yeah, it was like
so it was like, okay, you guys can't take it off. Too many people have gotten off. They was like, look,
I was already off.
I'm not going to be there. So you guys need to figure it out. We came back the next day, niggas was pissed.
They was tight.
We was like, they was
snitching.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, we saw you guys on your Snapchat out here out on the beach.
So
you was at work, wasn't you?
You sound like you should have took that day off. I'm not understanding, bro. These jobs, because my thing is this. Once 5 o'clock hit, I'm walking out the door. Yeah. I don't even announce when I leave anymore. I'm 5 o'clock hit. Y'all knew what time I was supposed to be out.
I had someone. This was like months ago, but it was like 5 o'clock, and it was actually like 5:05, and I had to go, but my one of the devices I used to work it died, so I told the customer like, oh, I gotta leave. Plus, this thing died. Someone else will help you out. He's like, oh, how convenient, it dies as soon as you have to get off. And I was like, yeah, convenient.
That's really
that's love. Like that's very convenient.
You don't know how awesome that is,
like,
bro.
Like, no, I'm not, bro. People need to get out this. What you say? Hey Siri, play Kanye New Slave.
Yeah.
That's at this point. Siri about to play it real quick. But yeah, that's legit. All it is. It's like, bro, I'm not killing myself for this job. It's nice outside.
Yeah.
I get y'all.
It's playing it.
I give y'all all these other hours of my week. It is nice outside. I am going outside.
Plus, we're in Chicago. We get 2 months of nice weather at most.
Yes, bro. Come on.
And that's like not counting the days that's like thunderstorming in those 2 months. And it turn that shit down to a month.
And it also goes for the bad weather too.
Yeah.
You got to work 12 to 8. No, it's negative 6 degrees outside. You crazy as hell.
8 inches of snow and they didn't plow yet.
Folks really be expecting you to give your all to these jobs.
No, sir.
The dude we worked with, bald head, bro. He be expecting you to. He be like, folks be expecting us to like kill ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not killing myself for no 9 to 5. I'm sorry.
I'm cool.
It's 1,000,001 other 9 to 5s you can find.
Yeah.
You could be your own boss and make your own hours at Lyft.
Get into
get my LLC.
Yeah, that's how you
get that CDL driving buses.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm not killing my people. Need to get out that mentality, and then to go on Twitter and try to like be judgmental.
Try to shame it. Backfired on you, sir.
Just tell the truth. Your day off got denied.
Yeah.
They told you,
and you were on your final. You mad? And you couldn't call off.
It's like you mad. That's all.
You mad?
Right? I'm not mad. These niggas need to get out of that, bro. I refuse to let a job kill me. Like,
and then they try to guilt trip you, like, oh, you're not letting the company down. You're letting your team down.
You're
letting your coworkers down.
My family.
Like, bro, I hang out with like 2 of these people outside of work.
Bro,
that's it.
Stop it.
I was like, do you not know I'll walk out of here if you don't say good morning to me? You just do not know.
Like, y'all don't know how little people be caring about these jobs they be expecting. They be doing morning huddles and stuff like, all right, guys, look, we're a team. We're a family. We got to look out for each other.
Never forget on my first day of work, Rico got sent home. He was like, all right, bye.
Like, I had a broken foot.
See you tomorrow.
I was sitting down. It was nobody at work. She was like, Rico, you can just go home if you want to. I'm like, all right, I got homework anyway. And took off. I dapped Raul up. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm out. You out? Yeah. She sent me home. See, what happened? I don't know. I'm gone.
See, the key is to become a great worker. That way they need you, and that way you can do whatever the hell you want, because you're not gonna quit and they're not gonna fire you.
Yeah.
So you just have to be like, when I'm here, you getting the best 8 hours of my life. Like, that's what you gotta do when you at work.
Unless it's minimum wage, because minimum wage gets minimum effort.
But you remember how we was hiding, we was hiding in sock bins. I was hiding in a sock bin.
Freight elevator. Going up and down. But yeah, like, cause like at my job right now, it's one of them things. It's like, I'm not gonna be late. I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna work all 8 hours. I'm not gonna try to leave early. I'm not gonna give you no BS reason why I can't work.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to do no extracurriculars past what you are paying me for.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna go outside and help this customer lift this 85-ton object into his or her car. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah. I am here to do what you hired me to do.
Yeah.
No more, no less.
And then they're like, don't take tips.
If you hire me from 11 to 7, you are getting 11 to 4:30 of strong work. And then I'm hiding.
After lunch, once that food hit my system, you better be lucky if I don't fall asleep. I be eating, especially if I order out and I get something, man.
Oh, but that gets taxing.
Hey, I don't do it frequently, but like on the days I'm gonna splurge and treat myself. Depending on what I treat myself with, hey, you better pray for the best.
Oh man, I had the big beef at 4. Oh yeah. It's a wrap. I'm finna go home right after this.
Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna clock back in. I'm all for today.
I'll put what homie did. I'm going to my lunch, never come back.
That was hilarious.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous. But yeah, so people who are listening, don't kill yourself at work.
Unless you're getting paid like 30 up.
Even then.
At 30, I don't know. I'm gonna be some yes sir type stuff at 30 an hour.
30. Because my thing is this: if you are worth 30 an hour, you can get 30 an hour elsewhere. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Do the science.
People that's gonna treat you right. You feel me? Like if you have gotten to the point where you can demand $30 an hour, you can also demand $30 an hour elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you are worth your salt, like if you worth that money, I'm not killing myself for no job, bro. Don't be having me doing all of this extra.
Facts.
Y'all know me. Don't be having me doing all this extra stuff, bro.
Facts.
Oh yeah, trust me. Man.
I
know.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about that. But yeah, stop shaming people because you decided to come into work today.
Stop just saying shit on the internet.
People they say it for interaction. You know how that goes.
But it's like, because of the weather. Okay.
So
like I'm still you not gonna pay me and this is my life. Leave me alone.
Especially because I know a few times sometimes women when they are, especially during that time of the month, sometimes they cramps are hard are like
misogynistic.
No, I'm saying like
Rico said we're the superior because we don't bleed.
I didn't say that. What I was about to say is that a lot of times I've had women that I've worked with say like they cramps get so bad they can't like stand, so they'll call. And, like, it'll be a woman that's on the phone with them, like, trying to, like, oh, well, can you try to make it? Can you come later?
Just take an Advil.
Yeah, like, bro, what? So, y'all need to understand, these jobs do not care about y'all. If y'all died tonight, your job is going to be on Indeed 3 hours after they get the report you did.
Man, I quit a job because I called them, like, yo, I can't make it. I'm sick. They was bringing a doctor's note. I was all right.
Click.
I didn't never go back. Like, what the fuck you need a doctor's note from?
Like, what I like lying about? Like, come on, bro. Especially working simple. I could get if I was, like, a bus driver or something for like CTA or something like that. Something that's like
you're in the need.
Yeah, like something in the need. I'm not getting these shoes for you saying I can't make it today. It's not the end of the world if somebody has to grab 2 more extra boxes of shoes because I'm not there.
Talk to
and
him.
He don't grab boxes of shoes. That was just an example.
For sure. Like, come on, like that was great. But yeah, that's how I feel. First of all, stop shaming people if they decide not to go to work. Second of all, don't kill yourself for no job that's not paying you enough.
Never.
All right? What is next on the docket, Mr. G, baby?
We have everybody's favorite going off the 50 Cent, Ja Rule.
Oh, yeah. Who would you like to address the situation?
So Ja Rule and his wife are, what, $3 million in debt, I think, to the IRS?
I believe so.
Mr. Fire Island himself. And we're taking that name, Fire Island.
Oh, God.
Come to our concert. We're doing live podcasts in Bermuda.
Fire Nation Assemble.
Fire Nation.
Yeah. That's y'all new fan base name, the Fire Nation.
If y'all don't like that, come up with something better.
Yeah.
But for now, it's Fire Nation.
Hey, whether you like it or don't like it, you gotta love it. So.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Oh, you gotta love it. But yeah, continue with the story.
So yeah, Ja Rule's just not having a great life since 50 Cent's been around. Like yeah, it's been all downhill from Ja Rule ever since the J-Lo shit.
Yeah.
The song, I mean.
Yeah.
He gave her the pass.
Here he go.
Raul, I swear, Zoo, you getting to the point where you gonna black folks like, why does he keep wanting to say the word?
It's a joke, y'all.
They gonna ask you to get removed. It's like,
a joke.
We got to appease to the masses.
We don't have to get on our button.
Don't show up.
But no, so Ja Rule is struggling and 50 Cent is loving it, per usual.
Yeah.
That's pretty much about it. Like, we don't really care too much about Ja Rule.
I just like the fact that, I shouldn't say like, but the fact that 50 has been on this man's neck since what?
For 15 years, at least.
Oh my God. Oh, because he came at Eminem.
Yeah.
50 Cent was like, no, I got this. Move.
That's his boy. And you ride for your boy. Like how 50 rode for M. Raul, he was supposed to ride with 50 for us like that. He was supposed to put us on, you know? We could have been $3 million in debt to the IRS. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so 50 is just the top-notch bully. And it's the funniest.
And it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. And it's just like, I feel like they haven't even had a conversation in like 16 years.
Because Swiss and Timberland were trying to do the verses with them.
Really?
Oh no, they would kill each other.
Like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like somebody like 50 would have had to get another 13.
He ruined his music career.
Oh yeah,
and Ja Rule wasn't bad. Like Ja
Rule had popped up with DMX. He had stuff with Jay-Z. Like folks was rocking with him.
Niggas just pick sides.
Yeah,
that's all that happened.
It was New York versus New York. Like who was you gonna ride with?
You picked 50. Yeah. Everybody and their mama picked 50.
Yep.
Especially when you got Eminem and Dr. Dre behind you.
Too powerful. It's the machine.
And the
Kinda
game.
where do you
Like,
go?
shit.
Yeah, the game was still there too during that time, so it was like
Tony
sure.
Yayo.
Anywho,
But yeah, so that was
Which leads to the question: if you guys get famous, when we get famous,
That's
speak
what's
it,
up.
speak it to existence.
Yeah.
Who are y'all beefing with?
That's a great question.
oh, you already know.
Besides Dennis Schroeder, who else are you? I don't think I would beef with anybody personally. I think
Mr. Hollywood already.
I'm not Hollywood.
Making
I
them
just
ties already.
I know it's not even that.
I love
It's
the
just like-
album, Khaled. I love the album. I'm streaming it.
Oh, he did the head nod. He was, oh man.
But no, I personally don't think. I honestly don't think I would beef with anybody. I feel like y'all know me. I don't start stuff. I finish stuff.
Oh,
I
bars.
said, oh yeah.
So like I don't like if somebody
like he gonna be finished with this podcast. in 50 seconds.
But like so if somebody started something with me, like all right, cool. But I don't think I would go out my way to like diss people personally. I feel like you would beef with whoever Zendaya is dating at
That's
the
a
time.
fact.
So like that white boy, if they get romantically involved, you own one.
Mr. Holland.
Yeah,
It's
you
over
own-
for you, sir.
Yeah, you own one.
She's not even with Spider-Man.
No, I'm
anymore.
talking about the tall white boy from Euphoria. Apparently, like
Oh, that's what she's
Oh, I'm on
doing?
episode 3.
There are
I'm on
rumors.
episode
There are
3.
rumors that they might be dating in real life.
She
I don't
should have
know.
dated Ralph Tresvant. What's his face? What's his real name?
Al something.
Al something.
Al G or something.
Let me write
Algie
this
Smith.
down.
Algie Smith. Shout out
Yeah.
Ralph Tresvant.
I got a note.
Yeah. So who would you be beefing with, G?
I wouldn't beef with anybody because I just have that great personality. Really. Nothing gets.
So I'm Hollywood. That's Hollywood.
I don't know who I would beef with because a lot of my beefs, and that's a new segment. Shout out Rico's friends.
And
My new leading segment is Garrick's beefs, and I'm
Yeah.
just going to think about all week people who I cannot stand
And why?
and just why.
Honestly, I think I'll go full Chance the Rapper mode, and whoever says anything negative about Kanye, I'm just going on tweet storm like Chance the Rapper does whenever anyone says. It'll be me and Chance against everybody else.
Oh man, chances are no. You need to pick somebody else.
Yeah, like
Get Pusha T
you
or
better
something.
go find Vic.
Side to Prince, see what he doing.
Yeah. I don't know, but I honestly do not think I would beef with anybody.
I would beef with a lot of actors.
I would beef with politicians probably. I think my beef would be with politicians.
I think I'd be cool with the politicians because I'd be lying my ass off too.
He gonna pull a Lil Wayne like, yeah, I love this guy just so he can get whatever record expunged. But no, I don't think. I think my only beef would be with like racist politicians. So almost all of them.
I think famous Lowe's
So
definitely.
So Miss Kamala Harris would be on your list.
I don't have any beefs with Kamala Harris, but I call politicians out on the truth.
What she say?
She was the feds.
What'd your girl say?
That's not my girl.
That's your homie.
That's not my homie.
Y'all A1 day one.
Not at all. Not at all.
10 plus years.
But y'all know my thing is, because I even said this when Joe Biden got elected. I'm like, yeah, I wanted him to win because he wasn't Trump. But like, if the nigga not doing what he said he was gonna do, he catching these bars too, and the nigga ain't really been doing as much as he said he was gonna do.
He ain't doing shit.
So like, hey, these I got jokes for all of them. Geriatric Joe, whatever you want to go with.
Except
like,
AOC. We love AOC.
like I told you, AOC been getting the hell politician bag too.
AOC.
That performative action. I'm gonna cry at this cage and show. Oh, I'm so heartbroken at these, baby girl. You don't care.
She was crying at the softball game.
Just like, oh God.
Hey, can you get a damn single or something? Shit.
Oh my God. Matter of fact, I may actually put that picture in this video just to show people what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because like y'all know I hate performative action.
Yeah.
I hate people who are generous to either get out of some BS that they in or to highlight something else they got. So, oh well, y'all seen me do this. Now go put money in this for me.
Yeah.
AOC, I have nothing against her. She hasn't done anything
Love
wrong,
her.
quote unquote. But that's a strike because we see it
strike.
early.
Once we take the flag down, one of her little posters is gonna be right back there.
With a mustache.
Zoo gonna have a little handheld when he's just gonna hold it up every time we go
Just
before.
gonna wave it right.
But yeah, I don't know. I think besides politicians, I think I would be cool just about anybody else. I'm like, I would call them out if they did something stupid, but like overall, just beef, like I hate you. I don't think I would.
Yeah, I don't go out looking, and this is me telling 100% of the truth. I don't go out looking for beef,
Beef
but I
is
do
good.
talk, and I don't have a filter. So if something I say offends you, then take it up with me.
I'm gonna see G Baby on academics every day.
Oh, I'm gonna fight him.
Oh, I think you and academics would go toe to toe almost every other day.
I would fight him.
That would be your beef for real.
I would just fight him. I wouldn't even do the socials
up
with
on
him.
stream.
So I think you and Ack would be a lot of fun to watch. Just
Hey, Clarice, who do you think will win, me or Ack? Yeah, I think so. myself. Me. She said me.
Oh,
Everybody.
okay, all right. Zoo, besides anybody that dates Zendaya, who would you think you
And
have?
everybody who goes at Kanye as well.
So
Anthony Davis will get it.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony
I'm
Davis
going at the
does.
Bulls, but I'm going at Kobe White.
Well,
bro.
I'm going at Kobe White. Too.
I'm shitting.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm going at Kobe White.
Yeah, so that,
Turn over the ball one more time, sir.
bro. Honestly,
It's over with.
Hoopers hate when comedians say anything about them, and it's the funniest thing.
I'm gonna try to be cool with Kevin Durant so we can like tag team people. Like hold on, Michael Rappaport. Don't talk about my man.
My man's Kevin Durant. But yeah, I'm too lazy to beef with people. Like I said,
I don't argue like that no more.
I don't start stuff. I finish it.
I'm on Twitter too much to not beef with people.
That's because you love making fun of Beyonce.
Oh,
She can catch some smoke too.
nah, because then I'll be famous and Jay-Z will know who I am. He'll send them shooters at me. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Jay-Z can get it too. I'm not even. He'll be the first one.
That's because you love Nas.
Man, as soon as I get on, I'm gonna destroy my career by beefing with Jay-Z. It ain't even funny how fast that's gonna happen.
He gonna be like, yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
He was famous for 37 seconds. Yep.
Nigga said FJZ on national TV. And it was
I'm
over
finishing
with.
Tupac's work. He was in my car the other day.
Oh, God. Asking me my favorite album. I said, not Jay-Z's.
Oh, not Jay-Z. Yeah.
Well, no, I love Jay-Z. I ain't got no issue with him.
He alright. He can rap a little bit.
Did y'all like that Jay-Z Nas?
It was alright.
It was
overhyped.
okay. I didn't like the beat. The beat
was overhyped.
The beat was subpar, in my opinion, which kind of threw like the song
Yeah.
off of me. It's like
It was
I
on the
hate
Khaled
when-
album.
The Khaled album was solid though. It was solid.
I didn't listen to it all the
He
way
had some
through.
good He had some really good features.
The Migos.
The Migos and her had a really good song together.
They're back.
Are
Psych.
they back?
Back.
Are they back?
We didn't need Sweetie.
Oh, where's Sweetie doing? Isn't she
Yeah,
on
where's
that
she
album
at?
too?
I don't think so. I don't know what she at.
Khaled took her off so quick.
Super quick. Oh, you not tight? Peace.
Adios. You gotta go with your day one homies.
Miss
Yeah.
Cartier.
Cardi B had a decent song on there. I think she got two, but she had one that was the one that's probably gonna be like the hit.
She says she's missed one take hove now. She said she did.
She
it
did it
two-
in one take.
She said she did it in 2 minutes. She came up with the verse in 2 minutes. and she
It's
said-
probably not the most complex song. in the world.
It's not super complex, no, but it's a good song. I think it's like something you can ride out to. It's decent. But yeah, is there anything else on the docket?
No, we pretty much covered everything. We're gonna
Slow
try.
week.
Yeah, very slow week. The past 2
Honestly,
weeks.
yeah.
What time are we on?
We are on about 43 minutes.
Ah,
Oh, so
So
we
yeah.
still got time. I mean, if y'all want to BS something,
We could. What else?
you want to talk about the draft?
We can mention it. Shout out to the Bears for getting the black quarterback. That's all that matters right now. We got a
first
black
time.
quarterback for the first time ever. I thought
actually, we drafted.
Oh.
We had Jason Campbell. Don't forget.
He forgot.
I
He
sure
forgot.
forgot. This is our first drafted black quarterback who should be the franchise quarterback.
And he's in our Hall
I
of
don't
Fame
know. You got the
already.
red rifle, Andy Dalton, right in front of him.
They're gonna get him to game 5. I'm like, all right, bring in the Negro. This is
No, the thing that Justin Fields, right?
Yeah.
That's his name. They're gonna give him one shot. If he don't, they gonna no. We should have kept Mitch. That's what they gonna do.
My thing is this, and I actually want to speak on not to get too heavy into sports, but just people in general. Because Eddie Jackson was caught on IG Live saying we finally got a real quarterback.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
The shade.
he shouldn't have did that. I get
You don't
it.
oust your teammate like
You
that.
don't oust your boy. You don't oust a former team like that. Also, you didn't have the best year last year.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like you can't talk trash about a teammate when you wasn't up to par with
Yeah,
what you
doing
supposed to
your
be.
thing.
And then like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. We'll get off sports in a little bit. But you can't completely blame all the Bears' troubles on Mitch Trubisky.
It's a team sport.
It's a team sport. He had a jacked up system because they went away from what was working year one and was like, all right, we're going to do this, that, and the third. Then Nagy was like, okay, I want to call all the plays. Then 2 weeks was like, okay, this isn't working. We're going to have somebody else call all the plays.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like,
Well, this just goes with life and sports in general. If you go out there and do anything at 100% and try your very, very best, and you suck, and y'all lose, I mean, you
is
tried.
what it is.
At least
You
you tried. You can't, like, Mitch was actually out there trying to play.
legit.
And it's not his fault that the offensive line sucks. And
His-
Eddie Jackson.
For real.
What awards you got? Huh? How
think-
many returns you got? Interception, pick sixes. So shut up.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me. You ain't winning shit either.
Yeah, it's like you shouldn't You can't go on. I get it if you didn't like that he was your quarterback, but it's like my man did the best he could with what he had, and it wasn't much.
It wasn't at all.
He was running for his life. Then it was like, okay, Nick Foles is the answer. Then you realize how bad our offensive lineman was because Nick Foles was always on the run.
Yeah, Eddie Jackson, take your ass on the other side of the ball and catch it. That's what you want to do. Play both sides of the field.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan. First of all, I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big football fan.
Yeah, but
I am.
I'm cool with trash talking like against an opponent, but don't trash somebody who
like you've been in the trenches with this dude.
Yeah, like don't this is life in general. Like even when it comes to rappers and
friends, all of that stuff.
Like if you guys fought together, it didn't work out. Cool, as long as he or she didn't say nothing derogatory about your unit, your clique, your team, or whatever. They leave y'all on decent enough terms. Don't go out of your way to try to throw shade and talk trash.
Yeah.
Like what do you even gain from that? Now you seem immature.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you seem like oh yeah.
When I first read it, I thought it was made up. I was like, nah, why would he say that?
Nah.
There's no reason to. Like, he ain't bothering you no more. So I was like, hey.
Because what I didn't completely like, but I understood, because I guess they already knew that Mitch wasn't coming back. But, like, niggas was actively recruiting quarterbacks to come to their team. Like, throughout the whole offseason, like, before we knew what was going on, because we didn't know. Because Mitch didn't get signed to whoever I think the Bills. He didn't leave, quote unquote, technically until like much later.
Yeah.
But like literally up until that point, they was like, all right, Russ, you want to come? Deshaun, you want to come? So it's like that's kind of shiesty. Like I get it. I get it. These are better quarterbacks.
No one said let's resign. Man.
Yeah, like y'all could have did this in private. Like y'all niggas can find their numbers. Like come on, bro.
Twitter.
But yeah, that's my opinion on the sports thing. But. I know you
this is
suffering.
Why I've been quiet. I didn't crack any jokes right now because I have no room. For the first time in 16 years, I have no room to talk shit about the fact.
Aaron Rodgers might end up being a game show host for the rest of his life.
Mr. Rogers, bro. Why is he doing this to us? Why does he hate us?
Because of that mustache. That's exactly why.
But yeah, I mean, the organization been.
Yeah, now he's like, now Aaron Rodgers playing the who got the bigger dick game. Because he's like, pause. He said yesterday, either you fire Gutekunst, who's our GM, or you let me go. Yeah, you lose me. It's either me or him. So
I think he's going to pull what Kyle Long did.
I don't think they're going to fire him. He might retire and then come back next year.
He's going to retire and then come out whenever his contract will be up.
Yeah, I mean, our best case scenario is that he does retire. Because then
the quarterback behind him is supposed to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, he's decent. But not only that, it frees up $27 million in cap space. Oh, wow. So that's like two All-Star.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah, that's like two All-Star level players that we could sign in free agency.
But yeah,
maybe three potentially, depending on what. But we'll see.
His
contract ain't over until 2024. So
that's crazy,
bro. Football players be playing forever, bro.
But you only might get 2 contracts in football.
That's true, because they signed them $10 million deals, and so that makes sense.
You get 10 years, $20 million, and that might be it.
Solo dolo, that's over with after that. So it's like it's one of those things where it's like, we just want to touch on that because I am very excited that we got a black quarterback. I wish I have no ill feelings for Andy Dalton, but whenever he mess up, just go ahead and slide that Negro up in there. Let him show what he can do. Because I honestly think he's going to be really good for us personally because
y'all just gotta protect him, put an O-line, and keep Allen Robinson.
That's always
hope that he stays because he wanted to leave this year
because they didn't want to sign him.
Yeah,
but didn't they throw some money at him?
They gave him a franchise tag, which players hate.
Yeah, because that doesn't let him leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
It's the way.
That's just the way people are, and it's very irritating because it's like why even be like that? Like I don't get like it's greed. That's just billionaires are greedy, so like we get it.
I mean, you have $1 billion, so I mean.
Yeah. So, what would y'all? Okay, if y'all had a team, like
I'd be dead at 15. No, let me stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I forgot about that. That's a good recall joke, actually.
Talking about recall jokes. Did we talk about Spades last week?
No, we didn't.
We did. We talked about it off the pod, right?
We talked about it off. Yeah. Oh no!
I'm looking at you, G baby.
We talked. Yeah, we talked. Oh yeah,
weather conditions.
So for those who don't know,
I'm sorry to cut the last.
That's fine. Cut me off. I don't even care. This was funny. G baby went to a party over this weekend, and
it was a children's party.
He had a mask on.
Yeah,
vaccinated.
It was with some folks, and he reneged not once but twice. He reneged 2 times.
And last week you was talking about me. You know how to play.
Explain yourself.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay, so the first one, I don't play for money or points or nothing. I just play regular
For the love of the game.
For casual,
For the love of
for
the game.
casual
For the love of the
play.
game.
So they start saying this big joker, little joker, deuce, deuce, or whatever the fuck. Joker,
I
joker,
don't do
deuce,
deuce, but I do big joker, little
So
joker.
I'm used to the joker.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know.
How do you play?
Joker.
You do jokers? Okay.
Oh no, I don't usually play with the joker, but I know how to play with the joker.
Okay.
So with this deuce thing is they threw the joker, so I'm like, oh, okay. I just threw out a random card. I didn't know you had to throw a spade out there.
Yeah.
So then on the next
Wait, you
hand,
didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh wow.
That's it. I don't play
Yeah,
it like
the
that.
joker is considered a spade.
See, I didn't know that.
Okay.
I thought it was just like, oh, I got the Joker. That's it. That's a book. Automatic. Throw out some
So
bullshit.
you
That's
just
what I
threw
thought.
out, okay.
I just threw out some bullshit.
Yeah.
Then the next one, they threw out spades, and I threw out my one spade.
Yeah.
So they was all reneging. I was okay, whatever. I'll eat that one. I'll eat that one because I didn't know.
Lucky you didn't get punched.
These is my homies from high school. Shout out to fam. I ain't gonna go through all
We're
the
happy to
names.
have G Baby here today.
Yeah, man. We didn't know he was gonna make
The
it.
second one, it was a very, very windy day. I promise you. I threw out the heart. I threw out the heart. It blew the book off the table. It blew the 3 cards off the table.
Yeah.
So when they threw it down, I went to fix it, and the diamond was in my hand, and they was, oh, you was finna. No, I was like, you switched. I was like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
And they was like, no, you did. So they reneged.
No, that
but
one,
it was like
that
the
one
second.
don't feel like a renege.
But it was
though.
like the second turn because I literally was like, camera. I had it, I boom, then the wind threw it,
So
and
you-
then I caught it, and then when I put it down, it was like that diamond was on
Damn.
top.
Uh-huh.
So they was like, oh, bro, you threw out the diamond.
Okay.
I was like, nah.
So you got 1.5.
it was like 1.5.
So
But then my homie reneged on me too. So it was like,
what is what's up? Okay,
I was
all
watching my nephew and a bunch of other kids.
Shenanigans
It
are
was a
going on.
it was a child's
What
birthday.
is
party.
going on with these shenanigans, man? Forget them kids. Spades is on the table. Nothing else matters. Unless you
Facts.
talking trash, no conversation, no distractions. Your mama want to know if you want a plate. Bring the plate to the table, mama.
He was recollecting on childhood memories and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
recollect on this spade. That's what you're supposed to do. I throw cards down with the force of God when I'm
just
playing.
like the uncles did. We like
I'd be
when they're
breaking the
playing,
tables.
yeah.
all the kids in a different room in a
Yeah.
different space.
Yeah.
See,
No
we was
one's around.
outside. That's
Ah, okay. But please, hey man. So look, G baby, I want you to be my partner one day.
I can hang. We did it. We did it at the dunes.
Yeah.
You remember?
We-
We was going
We
crazy.
went crazy on them.
Yeah, but at the P Diddy brunch.
Oh fuck. P Diddy.
It's gonna
That's who
it's
I'm
gonna be G
beefing
Baby
with.
and Rico.
Next week, everybody. P Diddy slander. It might even be a bonus episode.
We can talk about him right now, not paying his people. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
I know how you feel. I know how you feel about him. Go ahead.
So P Diddy is the absolute scum of the earth. Like, I cannot wait. I don't wish no ill will on him, but karma is going to fuck him up because he didn't kill Tupac. He didn't got Suge Knight locked up, and he took Black Rob and the locks his name. He didn't give him no money, and it's just like nobody. You can't name one artist from
Mace.
Bad Boy that's rich. Mace is a pastor.
Yeah.
That's not. He's not rich.
Mace do you crap for
Yeah.
a dollar.
But
Rest in peace.
even Mace said that he didn't get paid.
Mace went out his way to be like, bro, you don't pay. Because
Bro, Mace got songs with Mariah Carey, written and produced, and he ain't got no bread.
Because what even brought that out is that Pete, y'all remember this, it was a couple years ago, or maybe last year, P. Diddy was like, we gotta start paying the artists and treating them right. Mace was like, I know you not talking.
Facts.
All this money you owe me. And then P.
Yeah.
Diddy ain't said nothing.
say shit.
And what's so funny is that you gotta think about how long Mace had been holding that in. Cause he's brought Mace on to like the BET Awards. They were celebrating Bad Boy
Yeah.
for 30 years. Mace was dancing
He was
with him and all of that
dancing.
stuff.
Who's hot? Who's not?
Meanwhile, owe him all this money.
All in the video.
And then you gotta think he probably did that because the nigga ain't had no money coming from nowhere else.
Yeah.
You had to swallow your pride and be like, all right, well, they looking for me because I got one of the most famous songs on Bad Boy.
Facts.
So it's like I gotta do this.
But it's a little known fact. Biggie died with $1,500 in the bank.
Damn, that's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Pac died with like $2.
That didn't
So
happen
it wasn't the
they didn't-
best.
They didn't show that in the movie.
Yeah, they really did. They was
They just
broke.
showed that
They
Big
went out
Mac
the way
with
to show
the
that Big
check.
Mac with the check.
The check
Bro,
on the inside.
they was paying them in like clothes and cars and stuff.
That's how wasn't that how NWA was getting paid?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But they ain't never looked rich.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just the music industry. One day we'll do
But
a
shoot,
deep
even-
dive in that.
I mean, well, we got time because
Oh.
even we can talk about when DMX passed away, and then Russell Simmons was on IG was like, oh, he was in like some namaste post talking about, oh, we failed DMX.
Yeah.
Nigga, yes, you did.
He's over there in Bali.
Yeah, like
he can't come back.
because
come back.
no extradition or whatever. But people was getting on him talking about, yeah, you failed DMX. This is why DMX was doing all the movies because y'all niggas wasn't paying him.
Yeah.
Nobody was getting paid. People didn't start getting paid until a couple years ago. To be
Yeah.
honest.
It's tough though, cause it's like it's very easy. Cause I remember when Meg Thee Stallion was getting screwed over by her company because of whatever, I think a 360 deal she did.
Yeah.
And people was getting on. I even was like, I didn't get on her, but I was like, you should have known. Like, I'm surprised you didn't know because
college educated.
See, don't do that because
it's a lot of stupid people in college.
But,
anybody can go to college.
Yeah. So, but not her, not calling her stupid. But we was saying like. I was surprised.
Trying to keep them ties together.
I'm trying not to slander a black woman. I
take it back.
I was surprised that she. I'm like, dang, you should have known. Like you had lawyers and stuff. They were saying. I don't know if we talked about it here or just like period. But they said even lawyers be getting like spun around by how crazy those contracts be.
The lingo.
The lingo be so out this world.
Yeah.
That like they was like, okay, it looks good, and they mess around and sold they sold.
Yeah.
Type of stuff. So it's the industry is so shiesty. But like talking about DMX and then like how because I remember he went on.
You know how I heard it gives good contracts?
Who?
50.
50 does?
Yeah, 50.
50.
But 50 don't got nobody.
And look at
50
that.
don't really got nobody though.
I mean,
he could have had us. He could have
That was a good one. I walked into that one. That was great. But yeah,
music industry is shady.
It's very shady. Cause I mean, cause Jay-Z was
it's shady as hell too. We not doing that.
Shout out to KRS-One.
He don't do his artist petty like that.
He do his dirt. It's just not his.
His artist, cause he gave J. Cole back his master so he could start Dreamville.
Okay.
You feel me? Like
because he wasn't making no money off of it.
I don't think that's true.
I mean, how much money was he making off J. Cole before Born Center?
I mean, because I think Kanye had left by then, so J. Cole was his top artist.
But J. Cole wasn't really selling like that.
J. Cole, he got 3 albums out of J. Cole. He got
the Sideline Story.
Well, he got the Sideline Story, Born Center, and he got
He got Born Center.
Yes, and
I thought that was Dreamville.
No, and he got Forest Hills Drive.
Damn, he got that one.
Yes,
too?
and then I think he got his. I don't
well,
know.
them both trash
I don't know.
albums. So I don't know.
What?
Every album you just
you lying. Whoa, wait,
no, I gotta be a joke.
I'm not the hugest J. Cole fan, but I like Born Center and Forest Hill Drive. I didn't like Kids on Drugs. I didn't like that one.
Rico was about to say, this is why I didn't tell 50 about it.
Because you do too much. But yeah, so shout out to the artists who actually pay their artists. Shout out to the people that don't do wrong. Because I think there's this, not to get too deep into music, but there's this label, I think they're called Love Renaissance. They're getting really into like teaching their artists financial literacy and management and stuff.
Oh,
like they're doing right by their artists.
Yeah.
They like quote unquote changing the mode.
Yeah.
But the reason I think behind that is because the 2 founders of Love Renaissance were sports agents beforehand.
So like
it translates because it's like
they lost their jobs to Rich Paul. So like, I guess we got to do something else.
But they making it work. They got some firepower like behind that label, and they manage a couple really good artists too. And it's like all these, because the music contract ain't nothing but a loan.
Yeah.
It's like, we giving you a $25 million contract. We giving you a $25 million loan that you need to make back with your albums.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to do right by these people. Like,
Wow.
because these people don't be knowing that. You got to think about somebody like, now luckily 50 Cent, I don't know how he ended up with the business acumen, but he got the business acumen.
From crack.
Probably, that's probably what it is.
Allegedly.
But like with the contracts and stuff, like knowing like, okay, I want to do this, that, and the third. I don't want to get screwed over.
He probably
with
learned
this.
that from Dre.
Yeah.
Because there ain't nobody that can beef with Dre. Like you got
you don't got the money to beef with Dre.
But no, I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about that. But you can't never just be like Dr. Dre robbed me out of money, because you ain't never heard Eminem be like.
Eminem ain't never said it.
Kendrick ain't never said it. Game ain't never said it.
Game and Dre weren't even seeing eye to eye when Game was beefing with 50, because 50 took.
Yeah.
Dre took 50
Dre
side.
took more so 50 side. And he was like, even when me and Dre was beefing, it was like, but you've never heard him say he screwed me out of $10 million.
Yeah.
It was more of like a damn, like
you should have took my side.
Yeah, but he wasn't wrong in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Either way, you could have went either way.
Yeah. So that we may actually do bonus episodes about like, because you are a hip hop guru, so we actually may do like bonus episodes just on the beefs of like the hip hop industry and like the details behind it. And
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be down for that.
I think you would be. That would be a good one from you, because a lot of people don't know. They just know, Ja Rule and 50 hate each other. A lot of folks don't know. A lot of folks don't know why. They don't know the behind. Yeah. And they don't know why Ja Rule has become the butt of everybody's joke type of deal. So that may be something we look into.
Where's Ja?
But yeah, so it's wild
because
it's just like, that's not even just music. I mean, think about how Comedy Central did Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Chappelle show.
Think about how they did
Friend of the show.
Yeah, so like he had to literally tell people, stop watching Chappelle's show. So they could be like, oh well, that's not worth nothing now. You might as well take it back.
The biggest thing with that is just knowing your worth.
Yeah.
It's because it's hard to tell somebody who's been starving and homeless that, hey, I'm going to give you $10 million for 500 years and 20 albums. You're not going to turn that down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because who else is, when else are you going to see that again?
Like you said, it was like with 50 or with Biggie, it was like, I'm either going to make it or I'm going to go back to selling drugs.
Like, this is it. Like them guys in the 90s, the music is so different. Yeah. It's because they're hungry. Mm-hmm. It's just like, man, I don't know when my next meal is coming. This is my last shot. Yeah. You can hear it from like Kanye when he was like, man, if this shit didn't work, that's it. It's just it.
He was getting evicted.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's like
you just got to know your worth. And I mean, Kanye didn't really get screwed out of no money like that. I mean,
I think didn't he have like before he went with Jay, he got screwed out of like some like beats or something that he was giving people.
The reason he's mad at Jay is because Jay sold his masters.
Jay-Z sold Jay-Z's masters?
No, Jay-Z sold Kanye's masters.
I thought he gave him his master so he could start good music.
Nah, only I think from like 808s and forward. So
wow.
I don't think Kanye makes any money from.
So he didn't even. So his best 3 albums, to some people's opinion, he don't even get money off of.
I don't believe so.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
See, Jay-Z shiesty.
I didn't know
shiesty as hell.
That's news to me. Was it through his selling title? Was that what that was? Or was
I think so.
That had something to do with that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. That's
when Kanye released all those fucking contracts on Twitter, like all 200 pages or whatever.
Honestly, now that you brought up Jay-Z,
because
folks was attacking Jay-Z for selling to some white folks for title, because the whole thing was supposed to be for artists by artists type of thing, and then it was like
it didn't work.
He made his money. It was working though. It was like more so on the uptick apparently. And then like once he got his value for it. Apparently he sold it to some...
And he bought into the NFL too, right?
Yeah.
He's shiesty as hell.
Talk to him.
Yeah, but is he always going to be a businessman? And that's the same reason why, like...
He's not a businessman. He's a businessman.
Man, yeah, but that's the same reason
Let him
why...
handle his business.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's why I go out of my way not to, like, worship celebrities, because they gonna look out for themselves at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, when people AOC is so great, I'm like, AOC
like Rico, you're trying to sell our masters.
Facts.
I was not. Was I trying to say y'all masters, or was I not putting y'all on?
Rico was like, "Here's 2 fish fillets, bro. I sold the shit. I was damn. How you know I was hungry?"
But yeah, man. Like, please, artists, do right by y'all people. It's like you don't, because your name gets scarred forever. It's like, yeah, you make your money, but then don't nobody want to work with you.
Yeah.
So it's like with Jay-Z, maybe like, so Jay-Z probably not. Like, people want to work with him because he's Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But like somebody who's like either just a mogul, like I'm not, like I make music. If I get to the point where I'm confident enough to continuously put stuff out, I ain't looking for Russell Simmons to come try to tell me about the music business, because I've seen how he does people.
But that's just the person. Like, okay, P. Diddy, you feel how you want to feel, but you owe that. You put the locks through a lot. Like, you owe the family something. At least pay for the funeral. You don't just be all this, that, and the other. Because he made them change their name. From the locks, it was what? Jadakiss, Styles P, and Black Rob. And they was like, nah, y'all know what else? Y'all can't use the locks no more.
Yeah.
So they started going under the name D-Block.
Oh, wow.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he's shiesty as hell.
That's the same thing how they did Prince, though. That's why Prince had to go by the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, he wrote The Slave on his face.
Because that's how the industry is. That's how Hollywood is in general.
This is crazy.
I mean, this isn't to necessarily slander him, but the whole Joe Budden situation.
Yeah.
He basically told them, I'm more important than y'all, and y'all can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah. If Rico ever tells me this podcast
this isn't my podcast. This is our podcast.
Yeah, but Rico one day says this podcast don't concern you, we square hands.
I'm gonna go straight upstairs.
Well, hey, if you ever say I don't do nothing but just upload.
Oh, there was some underground tension. God, damn.
People can see the tension.
But no, yeah. So like, even with the whole Joe Budden situation,
they can see the tension through the camera.
Yeah, it's like they cut it with a knife.
I'm glad we got clear the air.
got that off my chest. Now we boys again, forever and always. But yeah, like even with that, it's like these are supposed to be your day one homies, and you like, nigga, this is my podcast. This is named after me.
He brought the replacements, bro.
And then some people were saying they liked them more.
They was actually kind of decent. The pod, since they came back, the chemistry's not there. Like they still in their feelings a little bit.
Talk about what you tell the story. What you was telling me about what Joe Budden said to Old Boy that you thought they should have squared up on the spot.
Yeah, when he said,
it's none of your business.
Yeah, he told him this podcast is none of your business.
And then what did he say to him when they had like a comeback episode, right?
Yeah.
And he tell Maul.
Oh yeah, he says I don't know any of my friends any respect or something. Like
Yeah, that's
While
foul.
they're on the pod.
Yeah.
That's foul.
I would never do nothing shiesty like that.
Because Maul was mad that he brought replacements literally the next episode, and he was like, you couldn't take a week off, take 2 weeks off, while we maybe like squash this.
My thing is, why they have a whole therapy session on the air?
Yeah,
I don't agree with that.
They said they had one
They
off
had
of
it,
it,
yeah.
but I mean, obviously it's gonna spill over when they start discussing it. And you know how Joe Budden is; he doesn't want to be like he doesn't care that he's the bad guy, but he also doesn't want to make seem like he's a super bad guy. So it became.
To be
I
honest,
mean, he's foul for that, but I do
get
understand. Like, money still got to be made.
Yeah.
You could have took the break, and these are like Maul been his friend for 10 plus years. They used to live together,
Yeah.
and you gonna just treat him like that, like
kind of throw him to the side. type
right?
stuff. But I think the biggest thing is that I think Maul and Rory, no disrespect to them, I think they overplayed their part. They overestimated how much value they brought to the Joe Budden.
Yeah.
People come to see Joe
At
Budden.
the end of the day, you come to see Joe Budden and see his boys react to what he's saying.
Yeah, to
they're
the
not
shit.
they're not introducing excuse the lisp, I got braces in. They're not introducing a topic and then coming off of that. This is what Joe is saying, and what is your feedback or whatever you want to say off of that.
Yeah.
And so, like him having people the very next episode, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a twofold thing. It's one, nobody owns me.
This is my name on it.
I'm big dog around these
Yeah.
parts. And then two, it's one of those, the show must go on. Because at the end of the day, if they decided to never come back, he gonna just never do anything?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, no, you gotta
Crazy.
continue.
And like I said, you could tell they were like still mad because Joe said that like I have like employees to feed because there's like at least I think he says like 15 people that work on the pod,
Yeah.
like behind the scenes or whatever shit. He's like, this is their check, and then Rory was like, oh, did you think that when you walked out of Complex? And Joe didn't say shit.
but that wasn't Joe's show, wasn't he?
but he was a part. People were watching
Yeah,
it for Joe
for
Budden.
Joe.
But I'm saying though, like,
But he's helped start that show too.
I get that, but at the same time, that was through Complex. So like,
Yeah.
even him leaving because he was being did incorrectly that he felt, that's Complex's problem. This one specifically, when everything
This is your problem.
When everything
Yeah.
is in your name. So like, if we started getting cameraman and all of that stuff,
Hold
and
on, starting. We have a lovely fax
no,
woman.
we do.
Clarice.
Yeah, true.
Hello.
But I'm sorry, Clarice.
I'll intro her soon.
But like, if we start getting staff and renting out a spot where we can do like studios and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I say something out the way, not even necessarily to y'all, but that can get us quote unquote canceled or chop our views, that's very selfish
Yeah.
on my part. Or if you guys decided y'all want to leave, y'all can't do this without me or whatever, and the pod gotta go on because now we paying people.
Yeah.
Stuff is coming out of our pocket, but at this time it was just coming out of Joe's pocket.
Yeah.
You feel me? So even with, I didn't agree with how he did the contracts, only doing it in Bitcoin and stuff, but that was
You got to run that past us.
But that is technically his decision to make because everything is in his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
That's not right in my
You're
opinion.
supposed to
what
run
he-
it past
Yeah.
people at least.
Yeah, I would all. Yeah, feedback is definitely important, but it's like I can understand the mindset of, well, if this fails, I take the brunt of it all. Whereas they can go do whatever else they want. Because
Yeah.
you even said Rory didn't really care about the podcast. He was doing 1,000,001 other things, right?
And they're all flopping.
Yeah. So
That,
that's just
that album
so he-
ain't never gonna release.
he-
bro.
he
been
needs the
promoting that shit
podcast.
for like 2 years.
That was the thing is they left and they was like, because that guy St. John, like Maul is his like manager.
yeah.
So he was thinking
Yeah.
I'm straight. Like, nah, that funds got a little
Yeah.
low and y'all want to come back to the pod.
Yeah, so this wasn't even necessarily just to talk about the Joe Budden podcast. This is just talking about the industry and how people treat each other in general. So like this whole section is just gonna be called the industry, cause it's one of those things where it's like,
I put you like this: Bone Thugs and Harmony have probably 3 of the greatest top 50 songs of all time.
and they
Maybe
still
100.
beefing with Eazy-E wife.
They were splitting 35 cent 5 ways. That's what they were
crazy.
getting off each play. They were splitting that 5. If they would have came out now, they would have each had $10 billion a piece off the way Crossroads.
They would've-
and for the love of money was
They
getting
would
paid.
have dominated.
First of the month.
And first of the month.
They would've-
There's a first of the month
35
every month.
Literally, you can play that every month.
You're getting 1 million streams March 1st.
Think
April
about
1st.
Think about 50 Cent.
I go on my
in the club.
Literally every first of the month. I go on my Instagram, on the
You play that,
stories,
you post that.
on the story. Everyone's stories, bro. It's
Everybody
the first
does.
of the month, right there.
Yeah.
Just over the years, bro, they would have been billionaires.
Yeah. Cause what's it? I can't.
Because they've never looked like they had money.
No, they always
They looked always like, damn, we still broke.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason they never left Cleveland.
Because there was a joke. I don't know how true it was.
Off topic. Oh no, you go with your joke first. I got my joke.
About when they was with Buffalo. They did the thing with Buffalo Wild Wings by going by boneless thugs and harmony.
I seen that.
I think it was a joke, but the whole reason they even probably considered that
paper.
They ain't had no money.
They don't.
They ain't got no money. Every time they do some type of they
got songs with Mariah Carey.
They got songs with her too?
Yeah, a lot of
Mariah was just
some joints.
They got
too.
tracks with Biggie. They got tracks
Pac.
with Easy.
They got 2 with Easy.
Yeah.
One with Pac, one with Big. Mariah, I think they got 2 with Mariah. Yeah.
But it's his wife that's doing
His wife
like
screwed
that,
them
right? Yeah.
over bad.
They got that remake with Twista.
Yup.
I don't know.
They got a lot of stuff.
The industry.
I'll say my little joke real
Go
quick.
ahead.
That Chris Rock joke that he had the welfare carols. He's like, they got a welfare carols. The first of the month.
Well, ODB pulled up to the damn currency exchange to cash a welfare check in a limo.
That was hilarious.
So,
like, that is tax fraud, Mr.
R.I.P. ODB.
R.I.P. ODB. But yeah, that's just weird. But we thank you guys.
Hold
Is
on,
there anything else before
I want to introduce Clarice since we've been talking about her. Clarice, I met her at a Jimmy John's. She was talking about a new podcast to listen to. I said, hey, me and my boys, check us out. She became our fact check lady. Surprising fact, she is a 2-time silver medalist, libero for the Argentina women's volleyball team. So, shout out to you, Clarice.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday, Ale, too. That's my homie.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Real quick, we want to thank
Shout
you.
out. Hey, man, I'm out here giving shout outs. I'm like, I'm giving like these sneaky shout outs to see if y'all really listen to the pod. After a week goes by, you'll say, hey, thanks for the shout out. I know y'all ain't listening to the pod.
I got real homies. Everybody I've shouted out has said thank you.
I've had a couple.
Watch this. Shout out D-Lo. Shout out Troy. Shout out my homeboy BJ, Princeton, Jarrell. All y'all gave me great
look at you
feedback.
having real friends.
Yeah, I got real friends.
Look at him, got support system. Look at him. Look at you. Look at you.
The only done shout out I gave that responded back was Maria's. Shout out Maria.
Shout out Maria.
I had like 3. Shout out Berto, shout out Wooey,
So
shout out Dario.
Shout out Cuzzo. Shout out
Yeah,
Dario.
I'm about to say some other shout out, see if y'all respond. Shout out Angel, shout out Oscar, shout out Idalise.
Gonzo.
See if y'all respond.
But so that's the funniest thing.
If I don't hear by the end of the week, man, we ain't going on that trip to Mexico no more.
Shout out the infamous crew. If I don't hear back from y'all, I'm leaving the group.
Oh God, stop hating.
Yeah.
But no, we are.
Shout out to Icy.
We want to
see if you reply.
Shout out Ice. But the main reason we're doing that is because we've actually gotten some real good feedback over last week's episode. Even though you weren't drunk, we got some really good feedback, man.
Look at that.
I'm gonna buy a bottle for him.
I could do it sober.
Just to put it here, he gonna be like,
he gonna take shots in between. Hey, how you feeling, bro?
like, I'm great.
Get you a guy who could do both.
But yeah, so we want to thank you guys for all the feedback, all the questions that you guys have had. If anybody else has other questions you guys want us to answer on the pod, you can always submit them on friendly_fire on IG. That's once again friendly_fire. I'm sorry. Also, you can email us at friendlyfire2021@gmail.com. That's not only for questions. That's also if you want to submit music for us to play at the end. We ain't got no issues with that. We're going to listen to it. If we like it, it's going to get posted. Simple as that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, following him, any comments, feedbacks, any segments y'all want us to talk about, anything, just keep the support up. Let us know. We'll talk about it.
Like, share, tell your friends.
Shout out.
Bonus episodes coming soon.
Actually, I think we're gonna try. I got a little bit of time. We can try to do like a 30-45 minute bonus episode for Kanye versus Drake.
I wasn't even ready for this.
So that should be.
I can do it on the fly.
We're gonna try to drop that on this upcoming Wednesday. So whatever the date, I think it's like the 5th.
Maybe Thursday.
Maybe Thursday. We'll try to spread it out. So that episode is coming. Then we'll do the Mortal Kombat slander the following week.
I still haven't watched it.
Just watch it so you can slander it properly if you want to. But yeah, so we appreciate you guys for listening. As always, we thank you guys for the continuous support. We're looking into we're getting art and stuff. If we have any creators who want to submit art, let us know. If you got an Etsy link, you can always email us or whatever. We trying to support black creators.
Yeah.
Support art. And, just help each other out. It's all a support system. We're trying to help each other out.
So follow and listen.
For sure. Tell your friends to tell your friends, per usual.
Yeah. Maybe your friends will listen to y'all instead of
us. So on behalf of my boys, I am Rico, my big little cousin G-Baby, Raul the Zookeeper. We are the Friendly Fire Podcast, and we out.
See you.
Peace.